So kind of an introduction for you all, or what's going on. I've asked people what kind of extra behind the scenes content they would like to see, and a lot of people suggested that I go back and I kind of commentate over my older videos, like what I was thinking, you know, certain like the creative process and just kind of general reactions to some of my older videos. I personally hate watching my older content, so I hope you guys enjoy this kind of like sneak peek, what the hell was I thinking at the time kind of moment. And I think I'm going to be turning this into like a baby series for you all. Obviously, it's not going to be like super polished, but let's go with a very raw reaction kind of deal. I haven't seen a lot of these videos in years. A lot of times when I upload videos, I just don't watch them like ever again. And it's I've been doing YouTube for quite some time now. So we are going to go to the very beginning of the channel, the very beginning of all of this, and I guess we're just kind of slowly make our way through the entire channel archive and just kind of talk about, you know, who I used to be. Oh man. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Today we're going to be starting with Kingdom Hearts 1 for beginners. Now this is the old one. This is the first video I ever put out. And I did end up remaking it. I will react to the remake at some point, but we're going to just kind of go in like chronological order. As most people know, the For Beginners kind of start off as a parody series. I really didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I just knew I had like an idea. And so I joked around that, you know, this is like more poking fun at the game. It wasn't really designed to like actually help newcomers. It was more for people who like actually knew the game, and it was just making fun of it. It was very much a winging the idea, and I was still very new to YouTube in general. So this is going to be a little rough, so bear with me, but I'm just going to kind of go through the video. I'll pause if I have something to say. So, oh God, hope you guys are ready for a time. Let's roll. Let's watch Kingdom Hearts 1 for beginners. Here we go. Oh God. Okay, this is already after a great set. This is back before I had like any like special slides or anything like that. I just used text, and a part of me thinks this is like kind of better. I don't know why I have the thing I have now, but like, you know, some people seem to like this, but I've always had the seal thing coming up. I've always wanted an opening for my series. Like, I always thought it was important to like have a theme song, because I really know how to theme song. And the opening for the For Beginners has been like consistent since the beginning. Because what I ended up doing is I made like this copyright-free loop. Or I got this copyright-free loop from Logitech X, and I just mixed it together with like a funky beat and stuff. So the banjo is actually used, I think, like you know what's bullshit or something. So it's been used before. But now like the For Beginners is like synonymous with that banjo song, and I feel like if I remove it, people are gonna get upset. So it's the one thing that stayed consistent throughout the entire series. And then the static, I remember this has also been like super consistent. The static was I watched a lot of YMS, and he does a lot of static breaks to kind of break up segments, and it's like a really good way to kind of like move topics really fast. You know, it's like we're changing channels and stuff. So like I've been using this same static since for like forever, and it's also like it's just like a really good way of like structuring videos in like a more simplistic manner. Anyway, let's dive into whatever the hell this is. We're gonna hear my voice, and it's gonna sound really different. So Kingdom Hearts 1 came out in 2002, and at first people are like, what? Okay, I'm just gonna continue. The game was a hybrid between Disney and Final Fantasy, two franchises that had nothing to do with each other. But the game's director, Tetsuo Nomura, was like, nah guys, I got it, you don't understand. I'm gonna make it work. And surprisingly, it did. Kingdom Hearts has grown into one of Square Enix's most beloved and successful series. And with the semi-recent release of Kingdom Hearts 1.5, some of you might have walked past it in a store and thought, oh yeah, isn't that like the weird Japanese game where you beat up Mickey Mouse with a giant key or something? I'm like super distracted by this in the corner. I used to put like a little watermark on my shit called like Buttervision. I don't know why. I just saw other channels do that kind of thing, and I was like, I can do that, so I just ended up making it. And the reason why my voice is so different compared to now is when I made this video, I was living I was renting a room out from an elderly woman in California, and she slept in the room next to me and stuff. So like we were staying in the same house, and I had to record this at like night and stuff, and I didn't want to wake her up, so I had to like talk really close to the mic and stuff. And I was also like super insecure about my voice. I hated hearing my voice in recording, so I tried to talk like more calm to like. I don't know what the hell I was trying to accomplish, but my voice, I sound like I'm like asleep at the wheel. I don't even sound like myself. That's why my voice is like so different in this. And then gradually, as you'll see through my content, it definitely gets more, I get more comfortable, and then I kind of overdo it, and then I actually come in like my actual talking voice.
Well, whatever the case, if you're new to the series and are prepared to get into this roller coaster of a franchise, here are some basic tips for people who don't know shit about this game.
Don't know shit about this game. That is also something that has stayed super consistent, and I don't know why. I think people like it. I feel like there are certain things that if I cut out, people will like be like, "Where is it? What's going on?" People like consistency, and I feel like don't know shit about this game, is definitely something people like for the most part, and like it's just it's on brand. I don't know.
So you play as Sora. He's the one with the red leotard with the zipper in the crotch.
I'm really
How
good
he
at
gets
this.
that thing on, I will never know, but he fights the Heartless, the main baddies of the game, with a giant key called the Keyblade. A bunch of stuff happens and Sora saves the world and blah blah blah. Riku gets trapped in darkness and Sora and Donald and Goofy get lost in a giant field where later they are harassed by tall men with pretty hair. And that's basically the story. I mean, there's a lot more detail to it and all, but hey, you gotta keep it spoiler free, am I right?
Gotta keep it spoiler free, and I spoiled the whole plot. Also, I hate seeing the Elder Bun. I absolutely hate seeing the Elder Bun. I'm not an artist, and like the bun was like a pre-existing drawing that I kind of like redid in Illustrator with PNGs and stuff, and as you can see, it's crude as hell. It's super crude. I hate this little thing right here. It's like the little dent that makes it look like, I don't know what the hell I was drawing. It looks so rigid, and I hate looking at it now. It looks like garbage. But I'm really happy with like the more recent one because it's a lot more clean. But like I hate seeing the older buns, and also the buns are like way too big in the older videos, and it drives me crazy.
Right, ladies? The game as a whole is kinda easy. There are a few bosses that could give you trouble, wink wink, Clayton and Ursula, but there isn't anything that will make you want to strangle a small child. Gameplay-wise,
God, these are so fast. I hate these.
it's hit X.
Oh wait, hold up.
Gameplay.
Okay, so if you might notice that like the frames in this video are all messed up. I remember this. So I just got my capture card, and I just got it, and I didn't really know how it worked and all the settings and stuff. And Elgatos are like really streamlined for the most part, but there's a setting on there that's like allow 60 frames per second, and so I turned it on because I'm stupid. And Kingdom Hearts, or at least on the PlayStation 3 version, doesn't run at 60 FPS. And what the capture card ended up doing is I recorded a ton of stuff with that thing on, and so because the game ran at 30 and I had it set to 60, the Elgato essentially tried to create frames where there weren't any. So the footage is like, you look at it like you're drunk. That's what it looks like. It's this weird hazy like double frames, and then like some footage is like I turned off the setting and it's totally fine. So this was like also, you can see that I was still trying to figure out like the technical aspects of footage recording, because like some of this footage is just not good. Anyway.
Gameplay-wise, it's hit X to not die. 98% of this game is hitting X, and you're gonna love every second of it.
Oh, God, there's just a lot of stuff in this video that's not even accurate.
So when you first play the game, you're gonna have 3 choices with weapons. You're gonna get the Keyblade.
Okay, this is my attempt at actually giving advice, and it's not good. It's actually, a lot of this stuff I mentioned is not, like, I don't explain anything, I just tell people what to do. Which is something I try not to do anymore now.
But this kind of determines how and what happens later.
I'm also off script at this point in the video. I remember this too, because like the script I wrote for this was just like little lines and stuff, and a lot of it was just me making up things as I talked.
On stat-wise, it's not super important, but choose the sword. Just choose the sword. I don't know anyone who has never not chosen the sword.
And Okay, so like when I was started YouTube, I wasn't like very involved on like social media and stuff. I just watched a lot of YouTube and I had a Tumblr. That was really it. I didn't follow people on Twitter. I didn't follow like any like deep gaming discussion and stuff. I didn't understand how a lot of the mechanics in the games worked until like way later when people started calling me out on stuff. So now I know a ton of people who don't choose the sword and stuff because apparently it's like terrible for proud runs. So So because YouTube basically forced me to get my facts straight and become like gamer woke. So like you'll see in other for beginners that I make these really like blatant statements that are just not accurate, especially like in some like these earlier ones coming up.
And for me personally, I give up magic and I keep the shield, but just don't choose the shield as your primary thing. It's dumb. The staff is dumb. Just choose the sword. Come on. During the game's tutorial, you're going to be asked 3 questions by Baby Titus, Sophia, or whatever, and a Waka Waka.
I was still like, I don't know, I was still learning look at this Photoshop job. You can see like the spackles I would never do this now. Never. This drives me crazy, seeing this kind of crap right here. My god.
What happens with these questions is it determines how quickly you level up in the game. Like either you level up early on,
there's the frame
and then
thing
you
again.
slow down later, or vice versa. Whatever is the rudest response is probably the right response. The rude.
Oh, these gaps between my voiceover are not. I hate doing this now. If you look at my audio waves, they're like super cut. There's like never any breaths, but in this you can hear me like it's ooh.
Responses will make sure you level up quickly through the first half of the game, and that is 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Like these long gaps where nothing happens, like 10 out of 10 would recommend. Then static. I hate this. Oh.
If you can't understand Donald, that's okay. No one can.
Okay, this is the only joke I'm like actually proud of in this video.
Like, I'm pretty sure he's the only reason there are subtitles, and no, you can't turn them off, because then you couldn't understand the magic that is Donald's wisdom. So you beat the first world, and you're like, okay, cool, let's head to some Disney worlds now. Then you go to the map, pick your world, and off you go into the gummy ship, and it's like, you're gonna do some rocket ship fun. Well, bad news for you. The gummy ship is the worst part of Kingdom Hearts 1. You can literally hold down X and you can get through 90% of the flying sections. Also, don't even bother making a ship. It's complicated, and it's dumb, and it's stupid, and it's dumb. Now, Donald and Goofy's AI is kinda funky. Like, they won't get in your way and their company is welcomed. I mean, this isn't Resident Evil 5, but when it comes to...
The music's messing me up. I don't put this track in like the middle now. I moved around my tracks. I always actually have like the same ones at the beginning and end, and so this is weirding me out. I don't like this.
Items and spells, they will either drown you with as many potions as possible.
Oh, there's the frame thing. Look at this footage. It's terrible.
Or heal you right after you heal yourself. So go change their AI in the settings, or don't give them stuff unless it's really important.
This is actually like something that's like I consider this good advice because their AI is okay. Real talk. Kingdom Hearts 1, Donald Goofy's AI is not that bad if you actually go in and change it. And like they'll actually do things you want them to do and stuff. Because like the whole meme of Donald not healing, if you just go in and change their AI, it never happens.
Important because Donald and Goofy can't handle platforming.
Oh, okay. I remember. Okay, so if you guys want to, I'm having like a woke moment. If you guys want to know, where the buns came from or like why I put them in the videos in the first place, it's actually this scene right here. Originally, they weren't going to be in the video whatsoever. I originally was just going to have the bun as my icon. They weren't going to be in the videos. And I didn't have faces for them. I just had like the logo. And so what I ended up doing is like I got to this part in the video and I was like, I want to like show a face of me like sighing or kind of show my expression. And originally I was just gonna make like just kind of a face, like a smiley face with just like, you know, these kind of eyes. And I was like, well, why would I do that when I have this like cute little character or something? So I ended up this was the first bun I think I ever made with an expression. I ended up making this bun with like flat eyes, and this is actually kind of like how I look on a daily basis, which is really funny. And this is the first time I actually put a bun in the video. And then once I put it in here, I was like, well, I don't want it to just be in one part of the video. I should probably put it throughout the whole video. So I went back and I actually added stuff. So this was the scene, was just me sighing was enough to provoke me to put buns in the video. And now they're here forever, so...
Sora's jump in this game looks like he's trying to take a squat poop in midair, and the platforming isn't very fun. I mean, I think Kingdom Hearts is a treasure, but never have I been like, oh boy, the jumping sections! Now I get to see Sora's perfect 3D ass miss the ledge by 1 inch and do it all over again. Golly gee!
You know what's funny is that I would still do a joke like that, it just wouldn't sound that terrible. So, this is like there's remnants of like ideas you can see that like still show up today, but like, ooh boy, rusty.
The game has a bunch of hidden like extra bosses and mini games, and they are all really worth looking into, especially if you like seeing that nifty death animation. So soothing.
I could do that joke again, I just re-edit it to completely different. God, man, this is like, I want to go back and like slap my younger self.
Now, Kingdom Hearts is definitely one of those games you have to play to really get. And yeah, some parts are weird and the story is just one of those just roll with it, yeah, that totally makes sense kind of things. But there is a lot to enjoy about this game. And I hope this Basics Beginner's Guide makes your gaming experience a little better. So rate, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you have a fantastic day.
And this is also a thing that is consistently in the videos now. That's it. And that's Kingdom Hearts 1 for beginners. Okay, so this has 78,000 views. I am so sorry. We're gonna go look at the comments I get. There's only... Oh, Tyler the Dragon is here. Hello, gamer. Oh my... Let's see if we recognize some folks. Okay, I believe you. That's like the standard Kingdom Hearts game. So I feel like a lot of people who recently commented are like, wow, she sounds so different and stuff. Which is probably true. Let's see. Anyone else here because of a Butterbuns binge again? Fairly accurate. February 5th, 2015 was a great channel was born. Okay, so actually, the channel was born January 15th. I don't think it was February. The only reason why it's February is because this is when this video was uploaded. I actually had like 4 videos on my channel. It was like the 3 Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 Persona videos. But at the time they weren't censored. So it was just me cursing, like there was no bleeps and stuff in them, and then my parents accidentally found my channel, and this is like when I was like financially, like I relied on them, and they told me I couldn't curse in my videos, and they wanted me to take it down, and I was like really upset because they had a good amount of views at the time. So I eventually compromised with them, was like, if I censor them and re-upload them, is that okay? And then after that, I'll stop cursing. And they're like, yeah, I guess. So, actually, this video was uploaded back in January, but I re-uploaded it in February, it looks like. So yeah, people think I started the channel in February. It actually was like a few weeks later, or earlier. Let's see. Choose the shield and gave up the sword. I fucked up? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, bad advice already. Let's see. And so it began. So, yeah, a lot of people are just kind of acknowledging this is where it started. This is where it all started. Let's see. Let's go back to like the first comment. Let's see who my first commenter ever was. Let's give them a shout out, or at least like, you know, that recorded commenter. Oh my god. Keep calm and spam dodge roll. You are amazing. Oh my god. Seriously, falling in love with the For Beginners explanations, funny and silly, sarcastic, bum and informative. Oh, these people gave me so much credit. Wow. Yeah, these people. These are people, like, explaining to me, like, the stuff I'm saying in the video is not accurate. Actually, there they are. Oh, boy. Well, that's it. Kingdom Hearts 1 for beginners. This is where everything went, this is where my life went downhill now. For our first video, there's a lot of worse ones. Like the way, I'm kind of happy that my first video was actually, like, the series I'm still doing now. And it's, like, gotten considerably better. Because, like, a lot of people start off doing, like, something completely random, like, you know, Minecraft Let's Plays, and then they actually evolve into the real content, but I kind of started out with the concept to begin with. So that's something I think I was, like, alright at. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed my commentary on Kingdom Hearts 1 for beginners, OG, old, because it's old. See you guys in the next episode where I plunge my eyes out. Alright, cool.